we're the best, like, recording quality just from a mathematical standpoint.
It's just facts.
Life moves pretty fast.
I don't wanna die from the OE.
When people want something really bad, they just clam onto it, and it makes that thing go farther away from them. And I think when you're real relaxed and you just have a goal and you work on it consistently, that thing, the universe will get out of the way, and you'll meet that thing. This person's got trauma because of this. This person's fucked up because of this. And then we're all in this big emotional swirling hot tub called life. And life's messy. It's just inevitable. I don't actually hate any of you. I'm just talking shit right now. I hate that we have misunderstandings. And I feel some of you who I called out had poor intent. And like, you had bad intent for me, but I forgive you. Don't hate on yourself because everyone else is going to hate on you. So just 100%. Whatever it is, don't doubt it at all, because there's enough of that already.
Hey, welcome to the Davison Boys. This is podcast number 7, and we're here with Hellbound Records.
Hey.
We have Tony Function.
Yes, sir.
He is the owner and creator of Hellbound Records. He's been rapping for 9 years.
Yes, sir.
You have a lot of experience in the industry. You've been making music for over 9 years now. How old are you?
I'm 24, so
24.
I started when I was 16.
24 years old, started when he was 16. He's been doing this for 9 years, guys.
Yep,
And
I'm
we
a pro.
Myson to the right of him, he's been singing since 2015.
Singing, rapping, like, I don't know. I do it all. I'm pretty diverse.
We love that. So we have Myson over here on the right. He's part of Hellbound Records as well.
Yep.
Then we have Jason, Young Cowboy Boots, over here. And then Jason, you've been singing for 6 years, right? Rapping for 6 years?
I've been rapping for about 6.
That's amazing. Okay, so you guys are all part of the Hellbound Records. And then we have Z the Kid.
Yes, sir.
Over here on the far left. He's been doing it for about 4 to 5 years now.
Yeah.
Rapper, more pop style a little bit.
Yeah, I dip and dabble.
We love that. So we have him on here. We want to talk about how they started Hellbound Records and where they're going to be going, and pretty much about the music industry and how you guys are going to be taking over the world one day.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But the first question I have for you guys, so this one might be for Tony,
Yeah.
but it could be for all of you as well.
Yeah.
But what would you be doing right now if you were not rapping?
I don't know, because rapping is like how I coped as a teenager. And so I could be dead. I could be a mechanic. I could be packing your groceries. But no matter what, I wouldn't be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm a very happy, upbeat person, especially if you've ever met me in person. Like, you may come to whatever conclusion you want with the music that you listen to from me, but I'm a fairly happy person because music's in my life. And I have a full studio in my house, so
That's
it's
amazing.
I just make it whenever I want, and I love it.
So music's kind of like your antidepressant. Like, that's what makes you get up every morning.
Yeah, but I think any really passionate, committed artist would also tell you there's downsides to being an artist in the industry today, because it's a very toxic environment.
Not only toxic, but it's hard to get your name out there. It is so competitive.
Saturated market.
Very saturated. How are you guys conquering that market right now? Like, what are you doing to get your name out there?
We have more facets than one when it comes to genres, so we tap into different demographics.
Has that been helping?
Hell, yeah.
Really?
Just a marketing switch with this dude right here. So when I met him, he was going by Jason. We met because I was working in a restaurant, and I'm trying to help support this business. And he basically was like, he told me what his plan was. He showed me his music at the time. And I told him, hey, if we start doing it like this and we do it where we do like a country rap thing and we call you Young Cowboy Boots, it gives us an edge where we can ride kind of these two genres that merge together that are popular right now. And he's throwing his own flair on it, and he's a very unique artist. And so all of that together, I've been really working really hard on engineering for the past 2 years to make sure that these guys sound the way they need to. And so when we changed the marketing for him, we definitely found an edge. With Myson, he was making a lot of hip-hop music before, and now he's branching into like rock genres and mixing the two. And we just always keep it versatile with the genres so we can hit different demographics.
How did you guys meet, all of you?
Oh, man.
I met him off SoundCloud.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, really?
Yeah.
That's a thing. People can like communicate through SoundCloud?
There's a DM personal message on SoundCloud.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you the first person to hit up?
We're probably the first people to ever use the DMs in SoundCloud.
I love that. It's kind of like Tyler the Creator, bro. He started with on the internet. He found all of his friends for the internet, and they all became
Yeah,
where they're at
I
today.
would say.
But they kind of broke up, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. A lot of people on the internet don't stay friends, and so that's why I value my relationship with Myson so much, because like we're like staying brothers, you know. Like we've built a real relationship that branched through the internet, and now we're like brothers now. I'm brothers
You guys
with
just
all these
happen to be in
people.
the same area.
Yep.
That's so cool.
The algorithm is a beautiful thing sometimes. Just it shows you other artists that are in your area and music that you may like. It's a cool thing.
That's amazing. So sorry, go ahead.
No, my bad. I was living in Arizona when I met him.
Oh,
So
were you
yeah,
really?
yeah, I was living in Tucson, Arizona.
We should just tell them the story real
so-
quick.
Yeah, I wanna
how
hear
we
it.
had met.
Yo,
We'll kinda go
okay.
through.
So I found one of his songs. What was that song? Fuck. But I think it's called "Let Me Go" or something like that.
It was
Or-
like.
what was it?
I don't remember it either, but I know I recorded it while I was in Hawaii. It was one of my first songs to break 1,000 plays, and so that's kind of like how he had seen it.
Yeah, I
sick.
found it.
And you're living in Arizona.
Yeah, I was living in Arizona with my uncle. I was helping. He had a hip replacement, and I was going through a lot at the time. I moved out there, and yeah, I was living out there. I hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, we need to work together."
Yeah.
And he emailed me like an open verse, and I recorded on a train.
While he was moving to
Really?
Utah, yeah.
Yeah,
You moved to Utah on a train?
yeah. Well, like so, it was plane and train. So.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're just
Yeah.
listening to music the whole time.
I could hear in the back of his vocals, it was like, next stop. I was like, all right, cool,
Bro,
cool.
but-
He's a very dedicated artist.
Yeah, nothing will ever
How old
stop
are you,
me.
Mason?
I am 21. I turned 21 last month.
Okay. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And then.
Or
so
2 months
Tony,
ago, actually.
When he hit you up, were you like, oh, I love this music. I want to have him on
Yeah,
Hellbound?
he has a song called Metanoia,
Metanoia.
and
yeah.
it spoke to my fucking heart. Like, I've always been a person where I live in my own world, like 100%. Like, if you meet me in person, you know, like I'm kind of my head somewhere else sometimes, and so I make music that is reflective of that. And when I heard him in his own world on some sad voice. He was speaking what was literally going on in his life, not what he thought would be best to present. And it was like, Myson cut his effing hair so I don't like him, or like it was just talking about like him going through some like hard things at the time. So when I met him, he was just fresh out to Utah. I just quit a sales job where I was gonna make that my career. I had sold a lot of good, pest control accounts. I was in the sales game, and I was just sad. I was just very depressed when I was working in the office. So I said, quit it, took my savings, bought a bunch of engineering equipment. I had him pull up right when I bought it. It was right when he moved there, and we just bonded hella, made some good music. I hadn't seen him for a minute, and then we clicked back up for Hellbound.
So when Myson hit you up, Hellbound wasn't a thing.
Nope.
When did you decide to create Hellbound Records?
Oh man, I had a manager.
Last summer.
Yeah, I had a manager, and it didn't end up working out well. And so I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And so I made basically a record label. And I felt like the local scene needs some development, and I felt like I could help.
Especially in Utah.
Yeah, in Utah it's just like it needs some. So I felt like if I have a good ear, I can pick who's gonna be like a team.
And where do these guys come from?
So this boy right here is from Mississippi, and
No way.
Yeah, I have connections with him that are deep rooted too, because I'm a Southern boy deep down. Like my mom's from Tennessee, and all my uncles are good old boys. And yeah, for real. So
I love that.
Little background
Tennessee. So
Yeah.
you should have grown up like singing country music, right?
I should have. Well, my grandfather and my uncles are in the country music industry. My grandfather was friends with Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash.
No way.
No shit.
Your grandfather
Yeah.
was.
Or Hank Williams Jr. He was friends with my fucking grandpa, and my grandpa would help him write his music just the same way that I do for these artists.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so same thing with Johnny Cash. He used to send my mom like popcorn for Christmas, and my mom's met all of them. But my grandfather, he went down the wrong path. He like became an alcoholic, and he separated from his wife because he was cheating on her, and he got involved in the toxic music industry, and it swallowed him whole. And so I have
Is
to.
he still around?
No, he's dead.
He's
he's dead now, and because of his alcoholism too.
Really?
Yeah,
That
100%.
did him off.
Yeah,
How
and it was
long
just
ago
'cause
was
the
that?
music industry. So I have to do my best to stay afloat. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you careful with drugs and alcohol?
I don't drink anymore. Yeah, I just smoke weed. I don't do
okay.
drugs really.
Is
so-
that a recent decision?
Yes, sir.
I love
Since
that,
last
man.
time I was here, yeah, I quit drinking. I run every day.
Dude, good for you.
Thank you, sir.
Has that helped change your thought process,
Everything.
your music?
My music is, I feel, a lot more honest. I feel like just the way I work, everyone's life is unique.
Yeah.
So alcohol can work for other people.
What about creativity wise? Do you feel like you're more creative without
Yeah,
alcohol?
yeah, I am.
Really?
Dude, I'm wild as fuck. I was sedating myself.
So do you feel like you were drinking because you wanted to be like just loose? Or
Loose,
what were you
yeah. I was.
drinking for?
Well, I don't know. Just like I feel like there was deep rooted stuff, but also just on a day to day, I had built. Even if I had coped through that stuff, I had built habits to just, even if there's a minor inconvenience, it's just alcohol would fix it for me.
That's a lot of people's go-to.
Yeah, it's
feeling
the
a
easy
little bit
one.
down. It's easy to take a drink and
You feel great.
yeah.
And honestly, like there was periods of time in my life where it worked fine, and I've seen it work fine in people's life. It's just I have the same tendency that my grandfather has to get too up in the world and get too big headed, and so I hold it down, and so I keep these guys held down too. I met this boy right here. He moved here from Mississippi. He was looking to start like fresh, and he showed me his work. He started with me. We moved forward, and now we've got him doing shows and hella people cheering him on, and his marketing's on point. We got him running Google ads. We got cool shit going on.
So if I'm putting this together right, you're like
Yeah.
the marketer, director, rapper,
So this boy right here is my head of marketing.
head of marketing right here,
Yeah.
Myson.
This boy right here,
I just make the music and now.
this is one of
There
our
you go.
yeah. He's our recording artist.
Mississippi, bro. Recording artist?
Yeah, recording artist from Mississippi. We do group writing, so a lot of times if one person's writing or recording a song, we'll all contribute to the lyrics, so we get the best song possible. We're not like selfish artists. We like to create like a safe creative.
You guys
environment.
remind me just like Tyler the Creator's group, bro.
Yeah,
Forget the name of it.
Like
OF.
Future.
Odd Future. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We just Hellbound Records is a misunderstood group because we're good dudes and like we want like a safe creative space. It's just like I don't know, sometimes you feel hellbound.
Do you guys feel like? Oh, sorry, last person over here.
Yeah.
How did you get introduced to the group?
He's our newest member. man.
Newest member over here.
I'm completely new to this shit.
You
Honestly,
you got the Eminem stuff going on up top, man.
this isn't even my real hair, but I'm
This is
rocking
a
it.
wig.
Honestly, I don't even know how I met Tony. I think it was just through mutual connections. That's kind of like my.
Oh,
Bro, you hit me up on
Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
So throughout this
Bro, it
process,
was Snapchat.
Yeah.
You hit me up on
it
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay. I found him somehow and I was like, bro, you would be a kick-ass artist. And I'm like, I'm starting this label. What do you think about like coming and trying it out and we could kind of like see what's good? So he came over and he recorded
Speed racing.
Speed Racing.
Bro.
It's a kick-ass song and it was like his first time there, so I was like, oh, this just makes sense, you know? And then we had a show recently.
Hey, and we recorded that one joint, Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah, that was
shit.
my first time meeting Myson and kind of getting introduced to Hellbound. And after when I first recorded Speed Racing with Tony, there was like I noticed how genuine he was and just how easy it was to make music with him because there's no bullshit, bro. Like you can actually be homies with him right off the bat. And then after I met Myson, like it was the same shit. So I was like, all right, bro, the rest of this group is gonna be stellar.
They were very welcoming. Like you
Very
felt like you fit in right
welcoming.
away.
Right away.
Did you get nervous at all, like when they wanted you to rap for them?
No. So I used to record music before, but just like Tony said, the music scene out here can be kind of toxic.
Yeah.
So like I've had engineers just kind of like screw me over, drop out, just completely drop off the map, and then Tony hit me up. It was like, yo, like I'll pick you up from where you left off.
That's a
Kinda deal.
good segue, real quick. So why is it so toxic in Utah? I feel like
Because
it'd be
everyone
not-
has a high horse. Everyone thinks
gotta
that they're
talk
the
to.
fucking best. Everyone is like, oh, I'm the best rapper in Utah, blah, blah, blah. This,
Desperation.
that.
Really.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
People-
sorry. I don't know any other rappers here besides you guys.
Yeah.
People
it's,
out here
it's mostly
wanna-
Salt Lake.
Salt
Like,
Lake.
yeah.
Okay. Who's the biggest one in Salt Lake right
You
now?
have to try
Exactly.
to find it.
That's the problem.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the problem.
Hellbound Records. That's who it is.
Everyone thinks that they're the
well,
best.
we're the best, like recording quality, just from a mathematical standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say so.
It's just facts.
But I'm saying, as far as popularity and like clout and that kind of thing, it's just
Honestly-
kind of up in the air. And so everyone has this desperation where They want to be the main person, popular, and running the scene. And so as soon as people start collabing with each other to try to accomplish that goal together, one person, the other person, their egos start going, well, I really deserve this. I really deserve this. And it falls apart every time. Collaboration always falls apart in the local scene.
Would you call it greed? Like people want more than
I would call it fear.
fear.
Yeah.
So that they're
Fear-based
using their
behavior.
clout per se to.
I think that when people want something really bad, they just clam onto it, and it makes that thing go farther away from them. And I think when you're real relaxed and you just have a goal and you work on it consistently, that thing, the universe will get out of the way and you'll meet that thing.
And so you experienced that. You've been doing this for 9 years now.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like quitting? Like I'm not
Dude,
getting out
every
there, I wanna
fucking
quit.
day.
Really?
Yeah, no. Literally, being a music artist that hasn't quote unquote make it yet is a tiring thing, because you're recording for an artist that does, you're recording for a listener who doesn't know who you are yet. You're doing it with the faith and the intent that someone's going to listen to it and it's going to change their life.
Have you found most of your followers like through social media, like Instagram
Yeah.
and Facebook?
A lot of it's word of mouth with Tony Function.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of an artist, and so I'm a engineer and an artist, and so the engineering goes through word of mouth, and a lot of times people hear my music when that happens, and they fuck with me heavy.
I love that.
Yeah, so like people who listen to me, it's like a cult following, but I just am. This
That's
year
how I heard of you.
exposing-
My little brother
Yeah.
was like, you have to listen to Tony
Exactly.
Function.
It's like word of mouth
Yeah.
type shit. If it's not that, it's like you saw my Instagram, you liked my feed or something.
That's legit.
Yeah.
What's your plans to get bigger? What do you guys want to do?
So my main thing is, if we can, instead of market the fuck out of like a ton of projects, if we really come up with a clever, well decided direction for a song or a project, and then have the marketing that lines up to what's currently going on right now with trends, and then if we're hitting the right type of ads, everyone right now wants an experience. That's how things sell today. And so what I want to sell people
What
is
do
the
you mean
Hellbound.
by experience?
So instead of purchasing a product, so like before, like our parents' generation, it used to just be about like having really nice things. Whereas now people our age want to spend their money on an experience with like people they love, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
that
it
makes
sells
sense.
better, and people use marketing kind of tethered more towards an experience if they're marketing towards like younger people, that kind of thing. And so
Do you know your
This is
audience?
the-
Like what age
Yeah,
range is
yeah.
listening right now?
we know who you are.
That's right.
It's like the Hellbound experience. And so when it's like, I want you to feel the emotions that I feel, I want you to wear the clothes that I designed, I want you to listen to my music and connect with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want
You
to
have a clothing label? Like a clothing brand?
Not yet.
Not yet. You're coming out
Yeah,
soon?
not yet. It's like in the mix right now, especially
That would
with
be
the talk
cool.
of more shows coming up this summer, because we want you guys to be able to purchase it at the shows as well as online. So we're getting in the works, and we're hoping pretty soon here it's going to be available.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was Zane, right, at the end?
Yeah.
Zane, you mentioned something. You said that you talked about something when you were rapping, that it comes from the heart. Tony noticed that it came from the heart when you rapped,
Yeah, that's facts.
and not just trying to get what's popular right now. How have you guys
Yeah.
critiqued your when you're coming up with songs to write, when
Yeah.
you're writing your lyrics down? In my mind, I'm like, okay, what would people want to listen to?
Oh, it's a hard thing, like a mental thing you have to fight, bro.
Yeah, how do you go through that creative process?
So kind of going off of what Tony said, like being an artist, like we're selling not a product, we're selling like a feeling, like an experience. So whenever I put out music, like I'm putting my emotions into it, and that's how I want the crowd or the people listening to like feel. I want them to feel what I'm feeling.
If Myson goes and listens to that, and he's marketing director or whatever, like you're controlling social media,
Yep.
and he's like, this isn't going to get big.
Yep.
Do you guys still post that? Do you guys still put that out there?
It's a line you walk with the artist.
So honestly, all of us has something in common. We all like to have the listener solely relate to us. So if I can feel it, then definitely fucking post that shit.
Yeah.
Do it. You know what I mean? Let's fucking
there-
get that out. Let's market it. Let's
Yeah.
fucking boost it up.
Have you guys had any contention within the group?
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
an artist drop out recently right before a show. That we
What
were
happened
doing.
with him?
He just wanted to go his own direction, basically.
Is it what you guys were talking about before, the fear?
I don't know. It was like a kind of a loose exit.
I hate seeing groups break up. The Odd Future, one of my biggest
Yeah.
soft points. Like, they were my favorite people
Yeah.
to listen to. And when they broke up, they don't even talk anymore.
I know, it's sad, right?
It is sad.
Yep. And so when he had left, that's why I felt obligated to fill the slot.
Did you
and make
take
sure that
responsibility for, like, did you feel like it was your fault?
No.
No?
I'm a very supportive person.
So
like,
it was not on you. That was his own choice.
No hard feelings at
Yeah, it was-
all
it
towards
was all
like
good.
anybody.
Yeah.
It was just like he was just like, yeah.
He
I'm
just
doing
wanted
my
to
own
go
thing.
his own direction.
What about with different rap groups in Salt Lake? Do you guys have beef with
Oh,
anybody?
for sure. You could, dude, everyone hates Hellbound.
Call them out, bro. Who?
Phobia the greatest.
Fuck
you're a
Swift
bitch.
Entertainment.
Brady, fuck
Keep
you.
going. Keep going.
And Simmers 407, you a little
Simmers,
bitch.
you're a pussy.
Fuck- yeah,
Swift
fuck you,
Ducky,
Swift
fuck
Ducky.
you.
We'll just tag them all in the video.
Yeah.
They can all watch it. They can't say anything back.
Hey, Keeks, you a bitch too, bro.
Yeah, fuck all you, honestly.
But like,
So how did you guys create this beef? Where did this come from?
bro, oh man.
We don't create
Okay,
beef.
So,
We solve beef.
That's right.
We fix problems.
oh man, just
Dude, honestly, so I've worked in conflict resolution in companies.
Yeah.
It's just misunderstandings. I don't actually hate any of you. I'm just talking shit right now. I hate that we have misunderstandings. And I feel some of you who I called out had poor intent and like you had bad intent for me, but I forgive you. And honestly, it's just misunderstandings between individuals. People's perspectives on the same event vary so much. This person's got trauma because of this. This person's fucked up because of this. And then we're all in this big emotional swirling hot tub called life. And life's messy. It's just inevitable. I just wish that people would be
more understanding.
more understanding.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. Like, where did this beef come from?
So
Yeah.
let me elaborate.
So, the beef that I have and that people have with Hellbound that I have created somehow is I was a part of a group called Swift Entertainment.
Yeah.
And
when I had met him.
yeah, when we had met, and they just took a whole different path than I wanted to pursue. They wanted to do drugs and be all crazy on the internet.
Yeah.
Like some boot gang shit. Like, I don't fucking know. I wasn't fucking with that. I wasn't flying with.
They were more into like the party life of.
No,
of
they were smoking
recording?
crack. Like,
Oh, that's
I'm
totally different.
no, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. No, they were smoking crack, and like I was going through my own shit too. And
Were you tempted ever to smoke it with them?
no, I'm gonna be straight. I was a heroin addict.
At one
No way.
At one point,
How
yeah.
old are you?
I'm 21.
Bro, that's wild. That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. If you ever want to invite me back,
That's
we can
right.
Go into depth about that and everything, but
in my experience, like if you have like two different directions you want to go, it can just get dicey.
man, I have one direction I want to go, and I just want to help people. I want people to
We have good
solely
intent.
relate to me on a fucking stellar level
Yeah.
and have heart-to-heart connections with my listeners.
How long have you been sober for?
I've been sober. It's been since like October last year.
Dude, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I heard that's a struggle every single day.
It's fucked
So
up. It's really
really impressive.
my
We
French,
support
but-
each other in like sobriety too with our goals. Like I feel like a lot of
You just quit drinking, right?
yeah, and I feel like a lot of music.
I'm working
industry
on it.
Groups, like, a lot of music industry groups don't support each other to have like a good life outside of music. So like we keep.
No, I respect that completely because if you guys want to have a good culture, and drugs are it will take you down.
Yeah.
You get none of you will
Especially hard
succeed.
drugs.
So
And I don't-
exactly, like
Pills,
heroin,
that
like
kind
that's it will ruin your life.
I used to take pills type shit.
And those are addicting.
It'll take you,
Yeah.
yeah. It can start out as like simple, like you think you're using it correctly, and then you just like addicted.
And it feels good at first, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is great. Then you need more and more to sustain that high.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are on the right path, and it's really good to hear that you've been sober for that long.
Thank you.
But I bet you it's a battle every single day.
Oh, it was a battle.
Yeah.
My ex-fiance killed herself. Like, a lot of fucking shit happened.
21
That was
years old,
around
you
when
had
I
an
met him.
ex-fiance, addicted to heroin, you've overcome all of that.
Yeah,
You have nowhere to go but up, man.
yeah, exactly.
It's true. Dude, and I support it 100%. This man's a star boy. I gave him a juicer for Christmas. Like,
Yes.
we
yes.
just going up.
Thank you.
I use it every day. So, and then if you guys had any experience with drugs or alcohol in the past?
They're like currently.
We're going through the shit right now.
I used to pop a lot of pills back when I was like 15, 16, but I kicked that and I'm just trying to stay away from all that. I usually just smoke weed, drink.
Guys, I want to do this again in a year, and I want to see you guys
Where we're at.
Yeah,
We're
because
in a
honestly,
different
when
place,
people
like
quit
addicted to
drugs, and
crack.
then when you guys quit doing those like crack, heroin,
Yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
you have nowhere to go but up.
True.
And things are going to start happening for you.
Yeah.
You guys recently went to a group tour. What was this about?
Yeah, we had a show recently.
Yeah.
Where I just never had a show like this. I've never seen a show even locally like this at this size. Like it was just very.
Where was it at?
It was at the loading dock.
It was really popping.
So I kind of like, we were talking before the podcast about sequencing songs and like the importance on song order. Recently, what I started doing was I lined up my songs all on one track, and I put interludes in between them, like a thunderstorm, like it'll fade from one song and then a thunderstorm will just strike in the whole venue, and then it just sounds like it's raining in the whole venue. And then all of a sudden you'll hear like Ferris Bueller's voice be like, life moves pretty fast. And it'll just drop into the next song. So I'm making like a movie experience, and I'm narrating the whole shit, and I'm doing the performances, and I'm jumping up and I'm hanging from the ceiling and I'm running through the crowd.
How long ago was this?
This was like
Last weekend.
this was last week.
How many people showed up?
Probably like 50 people. So it was like,
so
yeah.
sick.
So it's like a smaller, but the weird thing was like,
They were all so engaged.
they all like knew the
That's
lyrics
what you
and
need.
like,
You need more
yeah.
engaged people. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
was
like
insane.
usually I've been doing shows since I've been doing this for like 9 years, right? And I've done probably 12 shows. The first like 10 of them have been shit. Like no one knows who the fuck I am. No one knows any words. It's garbage. It's not good. These last 2 shows, and especially this last one, I'll play a song and people lose their fucking minds live. And like hella people know the words and shit. And so it just was a very exciting event. And it just felt like a movie. Like just the way that we set up the sequencing of our songs. You haven't been to an event like this locally, so we highly suggest pulling up.
Don't stop doing that. You guys need to create more events throughout the summer.
Then we're gonna have
Wait,
clothing. Then we're
just
gonna have tapes
We'll
there.
promote it,
It's
bro.
gonna be
We'll
a whole
have
thing.
people show up
Second
for
you walk through the door, we're gonna put a free T-shirt on you that says Hellbound on it.
Yes.
Like, it's gonna be lit.
When's the next one coming up?
Hey, we have a collab set happening.
Yeah, me and Myson.
June
do come-
25th at the Clubhouse in Salt Lake City.
June 25th?
Yeah. I'll give you the link. You can use my
Yeah.
Be a
promo
movie.
code Myson for $5.
Dude, I will literally promote it for you guys.
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite and the Clubhouse, Salt Lake. What was the date again?
June 25th.
June 25th. Use code Myson for a discount.
I love that kid. I'm going to that one for sure. June 25th.
Yep. It's gonna
And
be a
then
movie.
I do have a question for. Well, I've listened to a lot of your music so far.
Yeah.
So Tony, what motivated you to start creating music? Besides the depression, besides
Yeah.
having it be like
Attention whore.
rehabilitation, attention whore. You wanted the attention that came from it.
Dude, yeah, I think so when you're a kid, you see people and you're like, that person's cool because the way they dress or the way they act.
Who did you look up to?
Well, like Lil Wayne, like and shit. And I was like 15 years old, so I was like, because that's what I first heard. I was in my car seat driving down the street. My mom would be listening to like.
You
Lollipop.
remember this?
Oh hell yeah! That's like the first rap music I heard. Like a lollipop. I'm just like, this is a bop, and I'm just like, "Turn that shit up, mom. I can't even talk yet, and I'm just like, and like Ray J, R. Kelly, all that type of stuff. My mom was listening to, and so when I started making music, I noticed people thought it was really cool. And I felt good about myself, and I felt like I expressed myself to the universe accurately. I felt better, and yeah, so I just kept doing it and got better at it, and so people valued that more. And now I can engineer for people, and it's just awesome.
Does she support you? Your mom?
Oh yeah, bro.
Really?
She'll be trying to sneak into my shows. I won't tell her where they're at and shit, and she'll just be like, she's very supportive, man. Like, especially because I was just a punk when I was a kid too. So I just wanted to rap and smoke weed and fuck and just be a bad kid. And so I would just,
Did she help you get your values in line?
Yeah, she did. She's a good woman, and she's a Southern woman. So like I would get rained on if I was not acting right. But like she would make sure I had a space to record. She would drive me to my radio or interviews or like my shows and stuff. And she would watch some of them. And
That is probably
She
the
listens
most
to my
luckiest
music.
thing that could have happened to you. Because a
She'll-
lot of parents will not support a kid trying to be a rapper.
she'll go to this extent. She'll play my music while she's like going through a drive-through or something, and then she'll be like, "Yeah, people are just like, what song is this? This is fucking dope."
That's
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
promoting you, bro.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
She's like a promoter. Same with my girl. My girl's like my manager. Like
She's in the back. You guys can't see her, but she's back.
yeah,
there making
I got
sure he doesn't
yeah.
say anything.
I got two managers. Luke the Savior's not here right now. He's in Texas holding it down. He makes our beats, and he's also like management as well. And then Kennedy's not here as well. But basically Luke the Savior and my girl, that's like my management team.
How did you and your girl meet?
We met on Bumble.
On Bumble. It's been working for you guys.
Yeah, we gonna get married.
And he was my first swipe, and we matched.
Really? First swipe.
Yeah.
You got lucky. It takes
Now we have
thousands. I
5
still haven't found
kids.
one.
Now we have 5 kids.
And a Ferrari.
Three
Yeah.
Wait, are you a dad?
No.
He's my dad.
Okay, I saw your
I'm her
Instagram post
dad.
today, and it said I'm a dad. And I was like, is he really a dad?
It's because I made a dad joke on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, it's a dad joke. But then everyone slid in my DMs and was like, oh, you're a father? I was like, no,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
ask
no.
you. I was like, I'll wait till the podcast.
Yeah. I did not mean to bait and switch you guys.
I have another.
I might do it
question.
again.
This one's for all of you. But like, what's the biggest obstacle when you're creating a song? Like, what do you dread going through?
That's all you, bro.
Yeah, get that.
I say, honestly, I don't know. Probably just getting to the studio.
Honestly,
The drive to the studio.
No problem making hits.
Once we get in the studio, we start making the music. Like magic starts happening. Like it's just a song and then another song and then another song.
That's why I've worked on engineering, so that this is not a common thing for fucking recording experiences. Like I've worked real hard to make that experience for them.
For me personally, I write all my music, so it's definitely got to be like a motivational thing. You know, I got to be like high energy, like down to like write my songs like in a good mood. So like if I have a bad day at work or like I'm like doing something that takes up my time, like then it makes it hard, you know.
So is music an outlet for you?
Oh, heavy, yeah. It's like my biggest outlet, yeah.
I love that. So you guys all have this outlet, and you guys share the same. Pretty much same drug, right? You guys all share this.
It's our
this
coping
music
mechanism.
Talent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our identity.
And then, do you guys have this fear of not making it?
Nope.
No.
I'm
Not at all.
Music.
I
Do you-
love the
I'll
journey.
make it or not.
If you don't make it, would that even bother you? Or
Nah.
No.
because you guys are doing what you
I
want?
might be more comfortable that way, actually.
I have this idea, bro. I could be working a 9 to 5 every day, and as long as I'm making music, like I'll be fine.
You're satisfied.
Especially because we make genuinely good music, and no one can say anything other than that.
I listened to a lot of your songs, and a lot of them are actually they're really good.
Yeah,
I am
appreciate
a big
that.
fan.
Thank you so much. That's nice.
Where do you come up with the lyrics? Where do they come from?
The dome.
The heart.
We
Just
so
like-
it's like the best artists, I think. So since I've been doing recording sessions, I see a lot of different artists in their recording process, and I've noticed that the artists that are the best are the ones that are speaking on like the current moment and what's relevant in their life at that time. They're not talking about some stuff that's fake. They're not talking about something that's like irrelevant or not that interesting. They're like genuinely expressing and being you need to be vulnerable if you want good lyrical content. So this is me. This is what I'll do. I'll sit at my desk. I'll go right up to the microphone. I got my headphones on because I engineer myself, and I'll just and I'll come up with a melody that I feel like is good and catchy, and then I'll just start thinking about what's going on right now and how that fits into a rhyme.
That's amazing. I can't sit down on the computer and make a song.
So my
don't have
songs
that
are
talent.
composed. Each one of my lines in my songs is individually recorded.
Really?
Yep.
Does that help you like get it across the way you want it?
It helps me get the best take possible, and also it helps me be very authentic because I'm not writing anything down.
But your freestyles are even good, man. We did a whole freestyle thing where I listened to
Yeah.
you guys, and you just kept coming up with things to say. And I was like, if I was freestyling, I'd have like maybe one line, and then I'd be blank in my head.
There's like a reset button you have to hit in your head where you're just like reset, reset, reset.
But your flow, you didn't stop at all.
Thank you.
We could do it right now, but maybe we should not.
Maybe you guys, should we do a quickie?
Yeah, if you guys want to, we can play music on the laptop here.
Give them a quickie before we head out.
Let's do it. Well, what's a song that you guys want to do?
Oh,
to?
do what? Dude.
You're the no flocking instrument.
No flocking?
Yeah, hit it with it.
No flocking instrumental.
Do it.
All right, you guys ready for this? Is it
Uh.
Kodak Black?
Yeah.
Okay. They won't really be able to hear the audio, but
That's okay.
Yeah.
No flocking.
No
Hey,
flogging.
hitting my number, no bother. Hitting that shit, I attack and I conquer. My mind is bonkers, yeah. I feel like father. I feel like grandfather. Fuck on your grandma. I'm going so crazy. I see that on grounds,
I'm
huh?
on my crew.
Yeah.
Ay, give me some finning. Give me some noggin. I don't give fuck. Ay, I pop a molly. I'm all at the party. All of these bit. What?
What?
They wanna fuck me. They just wanna fuck me.
What?
I'm just like what?
What?
I'm dripping like water. Dripping
What?
like water. Like,
Why?
Boy, who
Why?
you is, bitch? Bitch is Z the kid. Pull
Yeah.
up, pop it, and I'm popping shit. Not no oxen shit. I be boxing, popping 1, 2, 3. Mike Tyson shit. On my shit and Tyson. I'm on my shit and she vixen.
Hey.
Hey, I run up on niggas, I run up, I do them again. Me and my boys, we just been out here doing it, nigga.
Yeah.
We dropping the top in the bins. Yeah, I'm just smoking on blunts, hoodie on like I'm on running a hunt. Hey, yeah, I'm running on niggas, I'm rolling the runts. Hey, like what do you want?
What,
I'm passing. Yeah.
Passing it, whoa. Pacifist, whoa. I'm like action with, whoa. Got that clip and it got action with, whoa. I hit you like, whoa. Throw it in the air and I hitting the, whoa. I don't care and I hitting that shit from the derriere, hitting that shit from the back. I attack like cardiac, feel like a cardiac. Yeah, feel like a man.
Hellbound Records.
Yeah.
You guys are actually really good at that. That was
Thank you.
impressive.
Thank you.
I'm not even.
We're a boy band, actually, not a rap group.
Yeah, that's right. Which one of you is a singer? Do you have any songs that you can sing for us?
That I could sing.
You don't have to. Honestly, these mics aren't meant for like singing.
For
but
you.
If you want to
And
give
all
it a try.
that you do
Sing some Ed Sheeran, bro.
for me. Hit it, brother.
Baby, is this real? How do you feel? I'm falling for you.
Yeah.
Dude, I love your voice. That's
This
amazing.
man's Frank Sinatra. Straight up.
You guys are all super good at this, by the way. That freestyle was pretty sick. Okay, I have one last question for you guys, and I'll let you guys get out of here. But are there any hardships that stops you from performing the way that you guys want? Did we already go over that question?
Energy in the crowd for sure.
Energy and the crowd.
The crowd's not into it, it's really hard. Not
How do you change that up? If the crowd is
You
not,
be the
You be
hype.
the energy.
You be the hype.
You create the energy.
and if they're not catching it, do you guys just quit?
No, they
There
will
is
catch
no
it. They
not
will
catching it. They catch it.
They catch
There's
it.
They
like
will catch it.
there's bodies. We put them on stage. Like if it's like there's one person performing, it's never really just one person on stage. We're always getting lit on stage.
Do you ever get anxiety?
No.
Not at all.
I do.
Because I get anxiety before every podcast. I don't know why, but I get nervous to talk to you guys, and then
I think I'm just dumb. So
oh, you're
just-
not dumb at all. You
I'm
guys
like-
you're actually very smart. You
No, we
created this
go
whole
dumb.
record.
That's what we do.
We go stupid.
I have a lot of faith in you guys, and you guys are going to do great things. Do you have anything to say that if you were talking to your younger self, would you tell that person anything? Like your 12-year-old self, what would you tell him to inspire him?
Don't hate on yourself because everyone else is gonna hate on you. So just 100%, whatever it is, don't doubt it at all because there's enough of that already.
I love that.
Listen to your heart and keep going.
Listen to your heart and keep going. Don't hate on yourself.
Shoot, probably like worry about yourself. Don't worry about what other people doing. Just stay on your top, stay on top of your shit, and don't trust these hoes.
Don't trust these hoes. That's the biggest one I've
the
heard so
boot.
far.
From Mr. Boots.
And then Zane, you're the last one up, man. Let's hear what you got.
If I had to tell my 12-year-old self something, it would probably be stay true to yourself. Picking up just what every single one of these motherfuckers just said, bro. Like, stick to your passions. Just, don't do what your mom and dad want you to do. Do what you want to do.
Do you guys feel starting this podcast, right? You release it on YouTube. If a video doesn't get a lot of views, it gets in my head. I'm like, am I doing something wrong? I think you get anxiety about it.
Right?
And then I feel like I won't quit, but you feel like you
start
just want
hating on
to.
yourself.
Yeah, and you get these bad thoughts.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, man. Other people are not going to see the vision. Like, they have no reason to. The world owes us nothing. It's our job to be our own salesman for our own individual company, which is Tanner. Tanner, you're a company. You're the salesman of Tanner. You got to go out there, and whatever it is that you want people to consume and love, you got to build that shit brick by brick. And man, there's going to be times when you don't want to do that, but as long as every day you just put one brick, like, you're going to make it.
I love that. That's honestly great advice.
Thank you.
And that makes me feel better inside.
They're gonna see your old videos that don't have views, and those are gonna run up.
That's right. That's what I'm counting on. But it's just that I like to hear your perspective from it, because you've been doing it for 9 years. You guys have been creating your own music, getting yourself out there, and that anxiety that everyone feels of putting yourself out there. That's
Especially with something as vulnerable as like a 4K image of yourself, or a digital perfected like little video, like your emotions. It's just a lot of vulnerability involved.
And even in music, like your lyrics,
Yeah.
you want it to get across the right way, and if it doesn't get across the right way, do you feel like you've let them
Sometimes
down?
the next time you go to say something and it's like vulnerable, you like don't want to say it. You're like, should I just say some cool rapper shit?
Right.
And it's like,
exactly. That's where I'm kind of going.
Just
Like,
do
do I
what they want.
Do I want to talk about what people want to hear, or do I
I'm
want to talk
done
about
with
what
it.
we want to talk about?
I tried making what everybody wanted, and it's not that fulfilling. And I did it for like a year, and I'm just to the point now where I'm like, forget all that. I'm just making what I want, and if you guys like it, that's cool.
I love that, guys. This has been with Tony Function and the Hellbound Records.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you want to say to anybody else? Any of
love
the
you
viewers
guys.
out there?
Yeah.
Guys, go follow them on Spotify.
So follow us on Instagram for updates. That would be, what is it? Hellbound_.
Hellbound.records.
Yep. Or Tony X Function. You can see any of our updates, tickets, releases.
And I'll link them both down below and post on Instagram as well for you guys.
Perfect.
Give them a follow. Listen to their music. They're amazing. And we're going to follow back with you guys in the next 6 months. And
Yeah,
you guys
see where
are
we're at. I love it.
I'm coming to the June 25th.
Yeah, it's going to be a movie.
That's going to be a movie. Okay, guys. Hey, it's been fun. Follow, like, and subscribe.
Yep.
And we'll catch you guys next time on episode number 8. We're out.
Thank you. That'll be easy.
I don't wanna die from the OE. Bury me alive, I'm never folding. Empty at your crib for the whole week. You been sipping all night, feeling low.